Happy July 4th. Today is known as Independence Day, and it's primarily celebrated with barbecues, hot dogs, fireworks, cold beer, which is all wonderful. But you know, the Jewish people have an Independence Day, and that's of course Passover, the day we gained independence from Egypt. But actually, we don't refer to it as Independence Day. We refer to it as the day of our freedom, because we became free to serve God rather than be human slaves. And how do we mark our Jewish Independence Day? With a Passover Seder. We sit down and have a meal, but before we eat, we spend an hour or two, or sometimes even more, remembering the story that happened 3,300 years ago, and learning the vital lessons of the responsibilities that come with being a free nation. We learn the values that God wanted to teach us, and through us, all of mankind. It's a shame that America doesn't have a July 4th Seder, where families sit down and maybe read the Declaration of Independence, how all men were created equal in the image of God, and how we're all entitled by divine right to life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. And teach our children the values of just 250 years ago that our founding fathers established this country on. Today's a day to be grateful to this wonderful country. Indeed, my grandparents survived Auschwitz and came to this country and established their family in freedom, and were able to not only be proud Americans, but proud Jews, and pass on our heritage as Americans and as Jews to their children and grandchildren. Indeed, the Lubavitcher Rebbe would speak publicly about the fact that his father-in-law, the sixth Lubavitcher Rebbe, escaped Soviet communism and was sentenced to death by the Soviet regime. But it was through the intervention of the United States of America that he was able to come here. And then his son-in-law, Rabbi Mendel Schneerson, followed him, and the Chabad movement was able to thrive from America. We have so much to be grateful today. So between the barbecue and the hot dogs and the fireworks, let's take a moment to thank God for our blessings and pray for our country and our leadership. And may we merit to see the day that every human being will recognize their divine image and treat every human being with the dignity that they deserve, realizing that even though the next person may not be in my image, they are still created in the image of God. Make it a happy and a meaningful July 4th.